guys, so this is going to be the start of a declutter series on my channel. I want to get out a few products that I just don't use or don't like, but I'm not really trying to necessarily cut back on numbers for most things. Most things I don't have too much of. I just want to get rid of the things that I'm not using because they're just taking up space. So today is going to be foundations, concealers, primers, powders, setting sprays, all of that sort of basic face stuff. I don't know how much I'm going to be getting rid of, but there are a few things that I don't like that I just want to get out of my collection. So I hope that you guys enjoy this series and stick around for the next few videos. Let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next in this series, and we're just going to get on into it. Okay, so I have everything laid out here. This seemed like the best spot because you don't have to look at my nasty carpet with all the dog hair in it. So hopefully this is okay and the lighting's okay and everything like that. Just leave in the comments if you want me to do it a different way or whatever, but for this one we're going to do it like this. I did want to go ahead and include 3 brushes or sponge that I do want to get rid of. I didn't want to do a whole brush declutter because I feel like that's kind of boring and I don't really want to get rid of that much anyway. Not that I'm gonna get rid of a ton of this stuff. I don't really think I'm going to do that either. I think this kind of can serve as a collection video as well. Hopefully you guys like it. So these 3 brushes that I'm getting rid of, this is from the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I used to use it like to contour with, but I just don't really like it for that anymore really. So I'm just gonna give that away, see if somebody wants it. This one is some random brand that I don't know, and it's just really gross. I don't know if you can see, but it's broken and like, I just want to get rid of that. And then this is a sponge that is like really new. I got it at Christmas and I've only used it once, but it was just too dense for me. I much prefer my Real Techniques sponge, so I'm going to probably give this to my sister. I think she would like that. Now on to the makeup. So let's start with setting sprays. I only have 2 of them right now. This one's actually almost empty. It's the one that I'm currently using. This is the L'Oreal Infallible, and this one I do really love. I would repurchase it 100%. It's almost gone, so I'm just going to go ahead and use it up. So I'm going to be keeping that. I guess I'll make a pile over here. You can't see, but I'm just going to put it right there. Then I have this Wet n Wild one. It is their Photo Focus setting spray, and it's really good. So again, keeping that. I only have 2 of them, so I don't really feel the need to get rid of them, especially since I do like them and use them. I actually feel like I need to get more. A lot of this stuff I feel like I need to get more of because I don't have that much and I need to try out some new stuff. Okay, you guys, my makeup collection is honestly such a mess. It's kind of just all packed in this one drawer and there's not a lot of room for things, so I completely missed out on a powder and a primer. So anyway, I have 4 primers, I guess. These 2 are the same. They're the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer, and basically my sister just didn't really like this for her skin. She has dry skin and I have oily skin, oily combo, whatever. She also wants a bit more pore minimizing than I do, whereas these are like perfectly good for that for me, and they also help keep my oil at bay, so I like using these during the summer. So yeah, I just took hers from her since she wasn't going to use it, and I don't really feel like wasting it, you know, because I know I will use it. Oh my god, sorry about that. This cap is so broken. But yeah, I will get around to it. I feel like there's not that much product in here anyway. There's 0.7 ounces, and I think that's a pretty small amount, so I will get through those for sure. Then I have the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I really love this. This is the one that I'm using today, and it's in my everyday makeup drawer right now. Love this. Definitely would repurchase it. And lastly is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Hydrating Primer, and this one is amazing as well. So keeping that. Sorry that I haven't gotten rid of much, just these 3 little brushes, but I knew I wasn't going to get rid of any of those. This stuff we are going to go through and we'll see. Like I said, I just want to get rid of the stuff that I know I won't use and don't like and all of that. I guess we'll just start with foundations. This one's the one that I'm wearing today. It's a little dark for me right now, so I mixed in the Hard Candy Glamouflage with it. It's really full coverage and it does help like keep oil under control and everything. Mine's in the shade 220 Natural Beige and it's the combo oily version. I really like this, so I definitely recommend it. It has a pump, which is my fave, so I'm definitely keeping that. Then I have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in Y235. I love this. I really like using it on days where I'm feeling like good about my skin and everything, because it's not like the highest coverage. You can build it up for sure. Also more like in the winter time, because it doesn't really combat oil, but it does have a beautiful finish and it lasts on the skin all day long. So keeping that. Okay. So here I have two of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundations. I have 103 Natural Buff and 102 Shell Beige. This is the one that matches my skin tone, more so in the summer I guess, but I think it matches my skin tone right now. So there's not too much of it left in here either, but I'm going to keep that because I really like it. 103 Natural Buff. This one, I ended up purchasing that one because this one was too dark, so I don't think it's ever actually matched my skin. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't match my skin right now, that's for sure, but that is how it looks. It's very dark for me. I used to just mix it in with this, but I'm not sure if I should keep it because I don't think it would ever match me. I'm actually gonna see, I think this is the next darkest shade that I have. This is the Rimmel Matte BB Cream in light medium, and I remember for a little while during the summer this would match me, but not very often, and it is still a lot lighter than that. Yeah, see that? That's the Rimmel one. It actually kind of almost would match me right now, so that's pretty crazy, but I think this one is like about the darkest that I get. Maybe not, because it doesn't seem that dark now that I'm looking at it. I'm really confused. So yeah, it kind of saddens me to get rid of this because I do really love the formula of it, but this will never match me, and like I feel like I would have to mix in so much of this concealer to be able to get it to match me, and I have done that in the past, like before I got this one, but I'd much rather just buy this one again, which I'm going to have to do pretty soon, but I already have a bunch of other foundations that I really like that do match me, so I don't need this, so I'm going to sadly part with this. Next I have this L'Oreal True Match in the shade Light Ivory W2. This is like my lightest shade. I did actually get a lot of use out of this though during like the winter and stuff, because I actually got this light. Way too late for me right now, but it does work when I haven't seen the sun in months. But I do want to go and get maybe a shade or two down so that it would match me most of the year. But I do like this. It's very full coverage. I feel like you just need the tiniest bit. I wish that it came with a pump, but I'm going to keep that. This one I know I'm getting rid of. This is the Unique Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation in the shade Velour. My mom actually got this and it was too dark or too yellow for her. I don't know. It does match me, but it's just such a liquidy foundation, and that wouldn't bother me so much, but it just feels so oily on the skin when you first put it on, and it kind of, I don't know, it looks really nice. I feel like it doesn't really feel nice on the skin, so I'm going to get rid of that. Next I have the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Porcelain. Goodness, I don't know why that was so hard to say, but I really love this. I think I'm like halfway done with it already because you don't get a lot of product in here. Most foundations you get about 1 fluid ounce, and this one you get 0.68. So there's not a lot of product in here. I don't know if I'd repurchase this. It was pretty inexpensive. It was like $6. So maybe I would for that reason, but I mean, it's not like my all-time favorite foundation, but it is a good one. So maybe in the future I'd repurchase it. I don't think I'd be running to repurchase it right away, like I probably will with the Infallible because I love that one. But It is a good foundation. I do recommend it. But yeah, I'm going to be keeping that. And then I have the Rimmel BB cream in light medium that I showed you guys earlier. I feel like this is kind of nice for the summer because I kind of just like to wear a little bit less makeup during the summer. I think it just starts to feel too heavy on the skin with like how hot it is and everything. And it is almost gone. Like, I keep having to squeeze really hard to get anything out. So I'm going to keep this and just use it up. I probably won't repurchase it. I don't really get that much use out of BB creams. But for now, I'm going to keep it. I know my giveaway pile is looking really sad right now. Like I said, I'm not trying to cut down on numbers by a whole lot. I'm just trying to get rid of the stuff that I don't use. Okay, so then we have the Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer in the shade Light. Like I said, I like to mix this into foundations that are just a little bit too dark for me, and it helps lighten them up a bit because I feel like my skin tone changes so much throughout the year. Because I tan very easily, and then if I'm not going outside and stuff, I'm very pale, so I have to have like a lot of different shades in my collection, and this kind of helps to get the right shade for me. I'm gonna keep this. I don't know if I should get rid of this because I love the formula of it so much and I can mix it in with that, but I don't know. Ugh. Guys, this is a hard decision. I feel like I'm not getting rid of anything though. Okay, I'm not sure about this. I'm going to put it in a maybe pile over here, but I have decided I think I want to go ahead and get rid of this because, like I said, it's almost empty anyway, but I also just don't reach for BB creams that much, so I might as well just get rid of it. I know I won't miss it. So then I have these two Maybelline Fit Me concealers in Light and Fair. So Fair is my under eye shade. I love this. This is my favorite concealer of all time. I need to like consolidate this kind of into more of a vial, I guess. And then Light is the shade that matches my skin tone, so it's great for spot concealing. Love that. And going to keep both of those. This one is the e.l.f. Cover All Concealer in Corrective Yellow. To be honest, you guys, like, I don't know. This is fine, but I just don't do color correcting a lot. I don't feel like it's that necessary. I don't know. I do have really dark circles, but I feel like the Maybelline concealer covers them just fine on its own, so I don't feel like I need this. Plus it's like the packaging is broken, so that's annoying. Yeah, I don't ever use this, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Then here is the e.l.f. I don't know what it's called concealer. Doesn't have the name on it. I hate that about e.l.f.'s packaging. Some of the things just don't have the names. But it's in the shade Ivory. And looking at this, like this little color swatch, you'd think it'd be a perfectly normal shade, right? Like that would be perfect for my skin. But then you roll it up and it's this weird kind of orangey shade. You can see how those are two different shades, right? So when I got this out and I, you know, rolled it up, I was very disappointed. Because look at that. It looks almost like a peachy shade and it just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to give that away. I was super disappointed with this because I really wanted it to be a good concealer for me, but nope. Then I got this one for my e.l.f. Get Ready With Me. I think this is the HD Lifting Concealer in the shade Fair. This one I'm just not super fond of. I feel like it makes my under eyes look really weird. I guess it's just kind of a weird tone for me. It's kind of grayish, kind of not really light enough. I don't know. Can you see that? It just kind of looks weird on me, so I'm gonna give that away as well. Then this one, this is the Maybelline Better Skin in the shade Light Medium, and I love this for under the eyes. However, it is way too dark for me to be using it for that. It would work fine for spot concealing on me as a color, but the formula is not great for spot concealing because it's just a little too, I guess, light for that. Not light as in color wise, it's a little too thin for that, I guess. But that is what that one looks like. It is too dark to work under my eyes, and that's the only way that I would use this. I've looked for it multiple times in a lighter shade and I just can never find full stock of this. So if I could ever find a lighter shade of this, then I would definitely get it, but this shade just doesn't work for me, so I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, I feel like we're doing better. Powders, I really don't know. I'm not sure what all I'm going to be getting rid of because, I don't know, I feel like I use all of these. So first, I'm going to start with the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. This is a loose, translucent setting powder, and I love this. I definitely want to start looking into more loose setting powders because I just love the way that this makes your skin look. So I'm going to be keeping that. This one's the one that I'm currently using in my everyday makeup drawer. This is the Perfect Finish HD Powder, and it is another translucent setting powder. But this one is a pressed one, so I guess it's kind of just the pressed version of that one. I don't know. But so far I've been using it and I've been really liking it. Then I have the e.l.f. Tone Correcting Powder in the shade Cool. I wanted to get this for so long because it just looked like a really cool idea. Basically you just swirl all of these powders together and set your face with it, and it smooths everything over really well. Now when I was using this, I noticed a bit of cakiness, and I don't know if it's from this or if it's the way that I was putting on my makeup or if it was the foundation I was using or whatever, so I'm going to have to give this another shot. But if I find that it does make my makeup cakey, then of course I will get rid of it. But for now, I'm going to keep it and give it another chance. Then we have these two, which are actually not translucent. This one is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous powder in the shade Light Medium. And that's what it looks like. This is really dark for me. I remember like one summer using it for a little while and then it was too dark for me again. So I don't really know if I should keep this. It actually doesn't seem that dark. Let me swatch it on the back of my hand though, because I feel like that would of course be more accurate than my wrist. I feel like my skin could get that dark in the summer, like it has before, but I just don't know if it's worth keeping because it is, I don't know. This one is another one for the maybe pile because I do really like the formula of that. And then we have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder in the shade Porcelain. This one I think is a little too light for me right now, but I was using this all the time during the winter. I've actually hit pan on it. So yeah, I don't know if you can see really, but it is too light for me as of right now. But during the winter, this was perfect for me. So I'm going to keep this because I know it will match me. So now we have the two maybes to decide on. So the problem with both of these is that they might be too dark. Okay, so this I feel like can definitely work for me. It doesn't look like it's too dark for me, and I feel like in a few months maybe I can get use out of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. This one I'm really struggling on because I am almost out of the other one that actually matches me a little bit better. So I feel like with 5 other foundations that match me a bit better, I'm not gonna want to take the initiative to get out that concealer and pour a whole bunch of it and mix it all on my hand and all of that, because it will also be wasting a lot of product because I'll have to use a lot of concealer to be able to lighten this up enough. Whereas with foundations that are just a little bit too dark for me, I can just use a tiny bit of concealer and lighten them up to the perfect shade. So sadly, I will be letting this go. I'm gonna see if maybe my older sister will want that because she's a lot darker than me, so it might work for her. Okay, so this is everything I'm keeping and this is everything I'm getting rid of. So I'm getting rid of 10 things and I'm keeping 19. So I decluttered about 1/3 of my collection. I guess the brushes are kind of like not included in this stuff, so I don't know. But I guess I'll just include all of it. I don't know. Either way, like I said, I wasn't trying to really downsize on numbers or anything like that. I really just wanted to get rid of the stuff that I knew I wouldn't get use out of. And I'm glad. I am pretty proud of myself because I did get rid of some of the things that I wasn't sure about getting rid of, like the e.l.f. concealer, this correcting one, and the Rimmel BB cream I really didn't see myself getting rid of. The L'Oreal Infallible was super hard for me to get rid of, but I knew it was time. I am proud of myself for getting rid of the things that I did, and I am happy with my new collection of things that I know I will get use out of. So yeah, that is it for this collection right here. Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. That is all for now, but make sure you subscribe to stick around and see the rest of my declutter series. Leave a like if you did enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next in this series, what you want to see me declutter next. I'm thinking maybe like single eyeshadows and eyeliners and mascaras, that kind of a thing. But let me know in the comments, of course, what you would like to see. I hope that you guys do enjoy the series. Again, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!